Looking good. Close personal friends, LeBron James and Alex Caruso had the best net rating of any two-man combo in the NBA that's played 150 or more minutes.
Can I ask a question
Please
about that? Please do. You could put LeBron and whomever, and it's going to be right up there.
You're absolutely right.
Right or wrong, right?
But we talking about Caruso. Let's go.
You're absolutely right. All right. You know who else has been talking about Alex Caruso? Anthony Davis. Let's listen.
He always seems to make the right play, and he always seems to be in the right position at the right time, all the time. He's tough, big guard, finishes well, shoots well, he reads the defense well. You can put him on anybody 1, 2, 3, he's going to, lock him up. So, I didn't know much about him before I got here, to be honest. I knew he can, was pretty athletic. That was pretty it. And, the more and more that I got the chance to be on the court with him and just see him in practice, he surprises me every day with his ability.
And gentlemen, this is our third year of exposure to Alex Caruso. We just saw in his last game he had a season-high 8 assists, only 1 turnover, and 18 minutes of play. That's a very productive line. What are your thoughts on the Caruso in L.A.?
Well, I played with him. I thought he was good. He's not good on bad teams. He's amazing on good teams because he makes the right play. You heard AD say it. He's going to make the right pass. He's going to sacrifice his body. He's going to set guys up. Great players don't have to think about him. They don't have to, is Alex going to be there in the corner? Is Alex going to run the floor? Is Alex going to do this? They don't have to think about him. And at the end of the day, you are playing with one of the most talented teams in the history of basketball. So just don't F it up. Make the right
Sage
play.
advice.
He's
Well
doing
said,
it.
Spoken from a man with experience.
Listen, I'm in the corner. My hands are like this, even if you're on the other end, just in case. He's doing what he's supposed to do. He comes in limited minutes. He wrecks havoc. The fans love him. He is that centerpiece for their team where Dwight and AD and Bron and KCP and Rondo all can gel, and he just fits in with everybody. So congrats to him for embracing that, and I'm glad that he's doing good for it.
Yeah, I totally respect this kid and how he approaches the game, and he totally takes everything serious, and he doesn't. I mean, the fans have gotten out of hand with it, trying to vote him into the All-Star game, and he's become like a folk legend and things like that. But, I mean, to his credit, he hasn't bought into any of that, and he goes out there, he works hard. To what Channing said, he plays his role extremely well. I mean, you would think he's averaging like 15 points or something the way that he excites the team and pumps the team up every time he gets in and does something. But for me, like I'm like what Channing said, he's making the most of his opportunity coming from the G League and just, capitalizing on this chance that he has. He's playing with one of the best players in the world, one of the best teams, in the NBA right now. And like you said, he has a fan love behind him. It's amazing. And I know there's some players in the league out there jealous of him and things like that. But, hey, this is just the way it goes. He's playing for the Lakers, one of the storied franchises. This is a dream for him. And it's always good to see stories like this happening in the league.
Playing for the Lakers while they're sitting at number 1 in the West. You heard Anthony Davis talk about how he can lock down 1, 2, and 3 positions. That may have raised a couple of eyebrows here on the set. But I'd just like to point out, he's got some serious rim protection behind him. So you both know that allows you to play a different style of perimeter defense.
For sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he reminds me of a super athletic young Deli. All you had to do is go in there and I love Deli. Shout out Matthew. You just got to go out there. He's not playing 40 minutes. He's not even playing 30 minutes. He has 6-minute spurts where he's like, make everybody else miserable, right? He's going to play defense the correct way. He's athletic. He is a big guard. And when you have that freedom of mind to just say, oh, I have Anthony Davis, Defensive Player of the Year, Dwight Howard, Defensive Player of the Year, LeBron, Rondo, KCP, Danny Green. I have free reign. I don't even need to worry about what's behind me.
No, seriously.
Right? So he's doing exactly what he needs to do with no sense of pride. And he's just energizing their team with just coming in with that burst of energy.
What he is when when the coach would tell us, like, listen, I don't care about this, I don't care about that. I just want you to go play hard. Play hard until I need to take you out of the game.
Yes.
That's what Caruso is. He knows in his mind, and he's smart too. You have to give him credit for being smart and knowing. I can go out here and go all out
Right.
for my 4 or 5 minute stretch because I know that I'm, one of the guys coming back in. And there's the outside shot that I could extend these 4 or 5 minutes. If I really get it turned up the way that he does sometimes, I could go from 4 to 5 minutes to 6 or 7 minutes and stretch my time out. You've seen sometimes down the stretch, he closes some games out because he's got the team on fire. He's got the crowd going, he's going, and all of those different things add up into momentum. So he's smart. He's doing exactly what he's supposed to do, and he's doing it extremely well. So I'm like you said, I'm happy for him, man.
Perfect segue, Q. You said he sometimes closes games out. That leads us to our next topic of discussion. Is he part of the best lineup that the Lakers may have? When you talk about who should close games for the Los Angeles Lakers, obviously you have LeBron James and Anthony Davis. Who are the other 3 pieces of that puzzle?
Is this a playoffs or is this a regular season game?
Let's say this is playoffs. This is
playoffs?
against the Clippers.
No. Oh, no.
Against the Clippers.
No. I wrote this down. I got Danny Green,
Okay.
KCP, Big Fella, Anthony Davis, and Dwight Howard. Those are your money guys. Now, you could also add Rondo in there. You could also, if they're going small, put Markieff Morris in there, depending on where he's at, if you need that kind of size. They have a lot of options, but this is who I'm going with because it's crunch time. These guys have been through it. These guys have been through the fire. They've been on really good teams. And I need somebody who's not going to fold. And Danny Green's made some huge shots in his career.
Huge.
Yes.
LeBron's a champion, AD is AD, and Dwight Howard's been to the show before. So for me, the only guy in that last lineup would be KCP. But at the end of the day, I don't really think KCP goes out there like that. I think he's just going to shoot his shots and play defense.
I would agree with him with those main guys, but I think it just depending on the time and situation and what team they playing, I think that last spot between the KCP and the Dwight, it could change. I think Caruso could be out there sometimes. I think sometimes you may see Rondo, you may see a Morris, or you may see JaVale, depending on what's going on. But I think I'm absolutely with Channing on the Danny Green, the LeBron, the AD. And those 3 guys are going to be the anchors. And I think the other 2 could be kind of a sliding situation to close out the game depending on what's going on and what the personnel on the court is.
Right. Okay. I like it. Makes perfect sense. And, of course, don't take it too far.
Oh.
Of course, the Lakers playing without LeBron James tonight. We got to throw that out there. Tonight on TNT, a doubleheader. Trailblazers, Pacers, 8 p.m. Eastern. Lakers, Warriors, 10:30. Watch Inside the NBA presented by Kia following the games.
Easy work.
Look who's arriving. CJ McCollum in Indiana. Last 3 games for CJ. He's averaging 32 points, over 10 assists, and 6 rebounds.
Ooh, killing on my fantasy team.
Hey there, and welcome to the warm-up. I'm Stephanie Reddy. We've got Quentin Richardson and Channing Frye in the building. 4 games in the NBA tonight, 2 on TNT for a doubleheader. Glad you guys are here with us. We have a lot to dive into, a whole lot. In fact, we're going to start off with a tweet from our friend in Philadelphia, Serena Winter. She tweeted this: Sixers spokesman says Joel Embiid's evaluation left shoulder sprain is still ongoing. Spokesman also says that the initial testing Joel had last night did not show a fracture. So that's great news. We're still waiting to hear more. And in the meantime, while we wait, I thought this would be a great opportunity for you all to take a look at this diagram. Joel Embiid has missed 14 games due to injury this season. And here's a breakdown of all of the things that happened before the shoulder sprain.
To me, this is 14 games is actually pretty dang good.
It's not bad.
It's not bad at all. But shoulders are really iffy situations. You know, it could be a labrum. Shoulders are something that you use so much in basketball. And as a big guy banging, he's dominant right hand. So every time he bumps other big men, it's going to hurt. So hopefully he gets right. The Sixers need him because if they don't have him and they don't have Simmons, it's going to get nasty.
Trouble. Yep.
Yeah, I would agree with Channing. The 14 games isn't bad. I mean, even though it was a lot of different things that accumulated to that 14, looked like a lot was going on. But that's not in the scheme of things, especially with him, with the amount of games he's missed previously. 14 isn't bad for him in the grand scheme of things at all. But I'm with him. Like, the shoulders can be tricky because, as you saw on the free throw right after, just the act of just shooting the ball, that can agitate it or aggravate it depending on what the injury is. So, I'll be looking forward to see what the results are and, like, how serious it would be moving forward with this.
Yes, we will all be peeled to see We have a guest that's joining us here from Philadelphia. Thank you so much for joining us, Ala Abdelnaby. He is the television analyst for the Philadelphia 76ers. We just put a graphic up of all of Joel Embiid's injuries. Obviously, the latest one is the shoulder. Do you have any further update for us on his situation?
I don't. What Serena was kind of trying to get across on that tweet is the latest thing we are all sitting on. But just to kind of touch on what the guys in the studio were saying, he's going to be important, obviously, down the stretch for what they're trying to do. A little disappointing last night, the Cavaliers game, that the other guys couldn't step up and take advantage of the situation, the opportunities that presented itself with his absence.
Certainly, and you spoke about the two guys that are out, Ben Simmons being the other one. We were told that he is going to be reevaluated within the next 2 weeks with the back impingement. Is there anything further with Simmons' situation?
No, but again, he's another guy who's the most important player out on the floor.